Hello, do you have a letter of marque to enter my residence?
Yeah, hey Rand, it's your neighbor. Just noticed that you've been digging a large ditch between our property lines, and I don't think that's covered by any easements with the city. Wondering what's going on, buddy?
A ditch is only a moat when it's not fully grown. Now, I'm building a moat because in the Articles of Confederation, they enumerated our right to put sea monsters that demarcated our property between us and hip-hop gangs, jackbooted thugs, and Planned Parenthood.
Oh, well, I mean, I understand that totally, Rand, but, you know, my grandkids that come over here sometimes, I don't want them falling into a moat, especially if there's going to be sea monsters, and I really need to know more about that if I'm going to sign off on any of this.
Well, according to maps of the Orient, they have a new type of alligator over there, the likes of which those of us in the West have not seen. But your grandkids, they don't have a right not to be eaten. I have a right to have a moat. You don't have a right to not enjoy my moat.
Yeah, I'm not going to enjoy your moat, Rand. I'm going to need you to fill in these holes before someone gets hurt, please.
The only thing that's getting hurt is the Fourth Amendment. You've illegally entered my property and tried to enforce your personal preferences on my right to have river dragons, tributary creatures, and all variety of slimy crustacean types that will prevent outsiders from entering my domicile and harming me.
This is it. This is your last chance, Rand. I've been a good guy about this. I sent you a bunch of letters. You've got to fill this fucking hole.
I consider myself a gentleman, but you've left me with no choice. I challenge you to a debate.
Okay. How about your ass debates my fucking foot? How about that?
Well, since neither of those can emit words, I fail to see how that is going to happen. I can see why your objection to the moat is so great because you can only understand force. Argument ad absurdum. Oh, of course, ad hominem. Oh God, Jesus. Oh no, you hear a permaban from my residence.
Fighting Rand Paul.
Rand Paul's
the
fucking
fighting the senator.
badass.
Now,
Pain don't hurt. It's not in the Constitution.
mind over matter. If it's not in the Constitution, it doesn't matter.
You're telling me I know Kung Fu. No, Rand. You just get your ass kicked all the time.
I like when you're just like, if you had allowed me to dress like the Matrix twins, then this maybe the fight would have turned differently.
They have dreadlocks, but they're not only white gentlemen, but albino, one could say. It makes you think. It makes you scared. It makes you excited.
So, out of every U.S. senator to get just laid out
Rinsed.
in a fight and just get demolished in a fight, Rand is definitely the funniest.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I was thinking about this, like, Ted Cruz would be the most psychically satisfying for just have that awful nose just pushed into his head.
Tom Cotton's giraffe neck flying as he gets fucking socked.
Like, there are people that probably deserve it more than him,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Rand is easily the funniest.
Oh, yeah, just squawking about the NAP while they're stomping on his head.
Oh yeah, he's like it's all things go back to Eminem. This is the scene in 8 Mile where he gets jumped by the free world, and later he's on stage at a debate. He's like, "I did get jumped by all six of you, argument ad absurdums.
I saw
You went to
Rand's-
Cranbrook. That's a public school. Public schools are not as good as private schools."
I saw Rand Paul speak at the Kentucky annual Gun Day. However, because it is Kentucky, it is actually biannual and it is a 3-day weekend. I'm not joking, but they still call it Kentucky Annual Gun Day. It was just extremely popular. But he was like the keynote speaker, I guess. and he got on stage and literally no one gave a shit at all, because these are like Kentucky gun people that just want to look at like a a Civil War fucking musket or some shit.
Yeah.
Like that, they're nerds.
Yeah.
They're nerds and not the correct type of nerd. It
Not
was
Constitution.
Yeah, they're
no,
not
yeah.
Constitution nerds.
Yeah.
They're
Just the Second Amendment tattooed on their back.
Yeah, guns for the same reason, like the good reason, like guns. They look cool, and you're cool when you hold one, and no one can ever tell you what to do ever again.
I don't know.
The boring reason.
I don't know how you come back from getting nearly killed. People need to remember this. He got 5 ribs broken,
Yeah.
including punctures that could have killed him by a fucking retired. What kind of doctor was he? He invented some sort
he
of
was an anesthesiologist.
An anesthesiologist.
Oh,
The
I thought he
hardest
was a
type of-
rival ophthalmologist.
I've got a
Yo.
real fucking degree, by the way, motherfucker.
That community is incredibly violent.
He's like,
People don't talk.
hold on, can you read this sign? He puts it up, and then it's just a fist going through it.
Yeah, but the guy, a retired anesthesiologist who invented some sort of like back pain vest that like helps you with lumbar support, and he just nearly murders you in your own home.
Well, he has an amazing lumbar core area. So this is a good
He
fighter.
speared him like Goldberg,
The
probably.
part is like if his neighbor was Brian Dawkins and you give him a 20-yard running start, like how many more ribs would he break? Like it's just like unreal that this could be done from a standing start. I mean, who's exactly as tall as him? It's like 2 5'8" guys just squaring off.
See, it's confusing because I would have thought that the unpasteurized milk he drinks would have more calcium, but apparently less.
Well, no, I mean, he needs. I mean, he's not the libertarian his dad is. His dad is drinking colloidal silver. He probably has metallic ribs. You could never do that.
He's like
Yeah.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I really think it confirms everything I've ever felt about Rand Paul, is that he's just never had respect from anyone ever in any situation.
No, yeah, that's true.
He literally he said something like criticizing Trump at the debate, and Trump was like, "Why are you even here?" And it ended his campaign. It
Yeah.
literally ended it.
He is the Jeb Bush of libertarianism.
Yeah.
Like he is the fail son who's just going to let the family heritage go to ruin by being just pathetic and charismaless.
Oh, hello, listeners. You've just been joining
I'm
us.
Sorry, we didn't see you there.
You've been joining us, just listening in on this conversation we've been having.
We always hold XLR marks when we have our normal conversation as friends.